and I'm reading a poem that I wrote yesterday. And it's probably the most emotional thing I've ever read in public, so I hope y'all are cool with that.
Go in, I'll bring you back.
This is called Like Atlas and Peach Trees. It was August when I found out. The heat clinging to my skin like it was in love with my sweat. After they told me, I cried for 2 hours in the clinic parking lot and I called my mom. I said, I'm pregnant. And I don't remember what she did or anything else that happened that day. I must have driven home. I probably showered. I don't think I ate. I was numb, nauseous, heavy, and the only thing I can remember is the numbers. I was calculating the probability that 3 separate forms of 99.9 could all fail at the same time. I was thinking about fate and the word options, and I was shaking. Pretty soon after that, I learned to understand peach trees. I used to think they were stupid. When they're young, pulled by the weight of their own fruit, every day they bend down a little more till they're just a series of sloping arches made of leaves and juice and weight, till one day they get too heavy and they break themselves in half, all sap and splinters. Then, 8 months in, I waddled out to our backyard and I saw this thin little tree sprawling madly in 2 directions. I couldn't control my emotions and I ran inside. I found the aluminum crutches I used in high school and I propped the peach tree something like up, sobbing it wasn't its fault that it was so young, we'd get through this, and I sat down by its trunk and I felt like a mess. I wish I'd known then that I was not a disaster, I was a chrysalis, and I could feel the flutter of growing wings beneath my chest, the symphony of a forming mind keeping me up at night, the song of him singing himself into being. I lived to the rhythm of someone else's heart inside me. I was curved like a goddess, and all I could see when I looked in the mirror was a stereotype of the girl who got pregnant too young. All I could see there was welfare checks and double shifts and my future disappearing into basement apartments and diapers. My English teacher once told me I had a gift. I once dreamed poems like lightning. I was once electrified by my potential. When I got pregnant, people started talking different. Like, she's gonna go places, turned into she could have gone places, and the past tense felt like it does when a friend dies. I was mourning my own future with black clothes and sad eyes before I ever got there. Forget peaches. I felt like Atlas, but instead of the weight of the world on my shoulders, it was inside me, kicking outwards with tiny feet that felt like thunderclaps and wouldn't let me sleep. When I chose adoption, I didn't feel pain, I felt profound relief. And that is why it hurt when my parents didn't support me. A lot's happened since I cried with a peach tree. My parents still love me, but some days I worry they don't want to. The word unconditional makes me nervous. I've learned that one of the hardest things in the world is to be proud of something your parents are ashamed of. I've gained a new appreciation for gay pride parades. And once a week, I get to see a little boy with eyes like August sky and a nose like mine, and watch the way his adoptive mothers look at him, the way the sun is in a sunflower sight. I have understood Atlas and peach trees. I have been so very heavy, but now I am learning to be light.